My name's Barbie the Welder, and I'm a full-time metal sculptor. So in my creative endeavors, I have dealt with what I lovingly refer to as resistance. And it's one of the crushing things that I deal with as an artist. There's a couple of things that make being a full-time artist or an artist in general just very difficult. But I find that resistance for me is just the most crippling. So I'm dealing with resistance in two areas in my art right now, and I figured that if I'm dealing with it, I know there's just a ton of other people out there dealing with it. So it's great to talk about it, I think, so that other people know that they are not alone in this journey. So the first thing I'm dealing with resistance with is my sculpture. I am making for the very first time an abstract sculpture. It is exciting and terrifying at the same time because I've never done it before, and my normal clients have, they like what I've been doing. They're with me because they like what I've been doing, and now this is totally changing my style. And so there's been a huge amount of resistance behind it because I know, like, anytime that you get resistance in your art, it's because you are on the verge of growth. And whatever it is in the universe that causes that is just, it's this like humongous amount of fear that makes you want to stop. Anything that's just like, oh, you get distracted. Oh, I gotta, read my emails instead of working on the sculpture. Oh, let me go eat 3 snacks instead of working on anything that will stop me from working on the sculpture is resistance. Excuses, just a ton of excuses. Like, that's one of the things that personally, like, I will come up with all kinds of excuses. If you need me to co-sign anything for you, I'm pretty darn good at it. But when you're facing that resistance, that's the direction that you have to go into. So knowing that I'm getting the resistance with a sculpture, I know dang well that this is a direction that I need to take. That because I'm getting the resistance, the book, The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. I'm a huge reader. You guys might not, you might not know. I normally work with pictures, but yeah, I'm an avid reader, and that's one of the books that has been hugely helpful. If you haven't read it, go check it out. The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Excellent book talking about resistance as an artist, but it's telling you, like, if you're getting that resistance, that's the direction you have to go into. That's where you're going to get the most growth, and that's just. It's showing you. There's another one. The obstacle is the way, and I'm not sure who said that one. It might be Marcus Aurelius. Not 100% on that one, but whatever is giving you that resistance, that's the direction that you need to take as an artist, as a human being, because that's just whatever reason. It's just like when explorers find a new land, when they go there are no paths, there's no bridges, there's no roads. You have to clear the way. You have to clear that path, and all the prickers and all the trees and all that stuff. It's all in your way, and you have to clear that out of the way. You're not just gonna. There's just not an easy road to take. So that is just analogy, analogy on it. But it's just it's worth working towards that. It's worth figuring out how to get around it. For me, like, I shut my phone off now when I'm in the shop because I know, I need to work on this. I stop answering the emails, and y'all can wait a few minutes so I can, get this done. So the second thing that I'm facing resistance on, and I would have to say it's probably more crippling fear than it is resistance. In my art and in my journey as an artist, I have gotten to the point where I am selling stuff through Etsy, and it's been a beautiful just gift to have Etsy. I've created art for clients in 12 different countries. It's been amazing. But a lot of what I do create for Etsy is horseshoe art and my silverware art and things that I make again and again versus my one-of-a-kind sculptures. Now last year I traveled to 48 shows in 52 weeks, and I was traveling every weekend. I only had a couple of days a week to actually create my art and weld. And the thing is, I looked at that and I said, I am meeting the most brilliant people. I love the people I'm meeting. I love to travel. It's just so much downtime from the actual creation process. So last year I decided it's time to pivot my business. It was scary as heck, and it's an understatement, crippling fear. But I wanted that creative time. I needed that creative time. I needed to be in my shop. I needed to create. So I spent time, and that's where I built up to Etsy. And Etsy was my answer to not having to travel every weekend. So now this year, and it was very hard the first 3 months, I suffered greatly. But as far as just like the income, I suffered greatly as far as the income. But my art flourished and my soul was so happy, and I'm excited every day. And I wasn't like, dang, I've got to go and pack up for another show and hope that the weather is going to be good, and hope that there's not another show that happened to opposite on the same weekend and then everyone's going to that one and not mine. And just all the struggles I faced with the shows, it all went away because now I'm creating and my art got better, and I was just thrilled. So now I want to stop doing those. And this is it's that growth thing. So now I want to stop doing all the mass-produced stuff, and I want to just do one-of-a-kind art. Now here's the rub. I've been making majority of my money with the mass-produced stuff. So the mass-produced stuff, like the horseshoe art and the silverware sculptures and the little keychains and the hot dog hookers. That's where I'm making all my money. It's feeding my belly. But what really feeds my soul is the one-of-a-kind sculptures. And whether it's like the Reaper or the dragon or the 6-foot-tall dog I got to make, that's what really makes my heart and my soul happy. So at the end of this year, I've decided, and I'm so scared. I'm so scared. It's just I'm already backpedaling in my own head. I've decided to shut down all my mass-produced stuff on Etsy and only make one-of-a-kind stuff. So it still will be on Etsy because Etsy has been very beautiful to me, and on my website, but no more of the mass-produced stuff. So again, crippling fear, because here's the deal. I finally just got comfortable as an artist being able to pay my bills with my art. I finally just got it. Oh my gosh. And I'm going through this, like I said, I'm backpedaling. It is just, it's so scary. It is so scary. But I know that it's the right decision to make. So the resistance is that fear, and it's like that just crippling fear that I'm just like, what the hell am I thinking? That's income. You're paying your bills. You finally just got it. But I know dang well that if I force myself to not make this, to make the mass-produced stuff, that if I'm forcing myself to, now I have to get extra creative, because now I have to come up with all kinds of different one-of-a-kind stuff that no one else has. And, it will make me grow as an artist. It will help my art get better, but it'll feed my soul. So it is, it's absolutely crippling fear. I'm scared to death. I'm scared just telling you about it. But I know in the end, I will make it work. It goes back to my other video, Death Ground. I'm putting myself on death ground. And that's where the fear comes in. So I will go and I'll be scared to death, and I will doubt myself a lot, and I will question my sanity a few times. But I'll be danged, I'll do it. And I'll do it because I say I can do it, and because I will push through that fear, and I will grow, because it is, it's where I'm happiest is the growing. The one-of-a-kind stuff, I know that it might be a huge struggle at first, but I'm a problem solver and I will make it happen. I will make it work. So if you are dealing with resistance in your art, I highly suggest that you follow, like, just go right after it. Like, yes, it's scary as hell. I'll be sick to my damn stomach. Yes, it is scary, but throw up and then go do it. You know, like, go after it, because if that's what you know in your heart of hearts is going to feed your soul, then that's where you need to be. So I wish you guys the absolute best. Check out the book by Steven Pressfield, The War of Art. It is an absolutely excellent read for any artist. Or go watch a quick video. Like, you can watch the videos. They made me like a 10-minute video on YouTube. YouTube's excellent. That you can get like the main gist of it and use that. Any way you could grow yourself, like, that is going to help you. But that book is excellent as far as talking about resistance. So if you guys are not already following me on social media, check out Barbie the Welder on social media. I really appreciate your support and for watching the video. Thank you guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful day.